Hi guys, I'm Archibald Chesterfield III. Today's topic is, can a luxury watch help your career? This is the thing. Is a wristwatch a tool which can help you exceed in your career? And this is something that a lot of people want to know, and they want to know whether it would help them. And the answer is yes, it can. Yes, it can. But you've got to do it in a certain way. What do I mean by that? You don't want to show off or be in your face, brash, crass, and crude. If you want to be seen as a professional, the best wristwatch choice for you would be some sort of steel Rolex. Okay? Some sort of steel Rolex. You are seen as a professional. Now, I gotta tell you, man, does that mean it'll be a straight career path? Not necessarily. You've gotta practice what I preach. If you are once you got your foot in the door, you want to progress, you got to work hard too. It's not just a matter of flashing the Rolex, man, and getting the promos. No, you've got to be hard working. But if two people equally hard working, one has the Rolex, one doesn't, you will get the job. It's psychological, it's psychosomatic, and it works. Now, the question is, how about a Patek Philippe? Will a Patek Philippe help you in your career? And the answer is, of course it will. See, CEOs, CFOs, COOs, they all know the truth. The truth is, the world is a very corrupt place. It's run by the alumni, and it's kind of like the Freemasons having that secret handshake. Having a Patek Philippe is the way to go, man. That is the way to go. I gotta tell you honestly, man, Patek Philippe is the brand, is the watch. It's everything you need to do. I've got to be totally frank with you, man. It can be pretty fucked. The world is a very fucked place, and there's so many different things going on. Now it's all relative too. There's no point wearing a Patek Philippe if you're cleaning industrial bins. They're not going to get the promotion. You've got to have a certain level of position. But say you're in a low level, white collar role, Patek will get you to the top. Patek will get you to the top. And I got to tell you, it's helped me. I remember one time I was in IT at KBR, and I was wearing a 5107, and one of the bosses, he noticed. This is actually a 5127, but I had the 5107, and I showed him the watch collection, and he knew that I was part of the alumni, and they gained a lot more respect, and they requested me on many jobs. My name came up. So can a Patek help your career? Of course it can fucking help your career. The thing is, of course, most bosses, see, you got to realize, you don't really want to be an employee. You want to be a boss. You want to be a boss. And that's the thing. See, you shouldn't worry, will a Patek Philippe help your career? People who wear Patek Philippe are bosses. They aren't looking for jobs. So my answer is, it's a complete millionaire mindset. Having the right tools can help you achieve your goals. Will a Patek make you smart? Will a Patek make you? No. The watch doesn't make the man. The man makes the watch. But I can tell you honestly, having a love and respect and a fascination with all things luxury, you will definitely do better than your bogan counterparts. The Patek will help you. I know many people who have worn Patek and had massive career advancement. Now you've still got to do the fucking work. You can't just go there and goof off and then get the promotion. It doesn't work like that. But what I'm saying is, two people in a company, both 35-year-old men, say in a small mid-tier legal firm, the one wearing the Patek will outdo the other one, all things being equal. Now, if the Patek guy is lazy, he ain't going to advance. But all things being equal, the Patek will give you the edge. This is it. The Patek will give you the edge. It will help you in your career. It will help you in absolutely everything you do. I gotta be honest with you, man. I gotta be honest with you. You have to be so careful with what you wish for. You gotta be careful, man. I'm not joking, okay? You gotta be careful what you hope for, because sometimes your dreams can come true. But having a Patek, all things being considered, it gives you an advantage. Simple as that. It makes you leap ahead. I remember one time I was in an IT interview. Okay, I was in an interview and they said, "What makes you special compared to all the other applicants for this job?" That's what they said to me. And I said, look, normally I'm a very humble sort of guy. I said, in an interview, it's the only time it's acceptable for a man to big note himself. But, you see this watch? It's a Patek Philippe. That watch is more than your car. Okay. It tells you I come from a background of achievement, attaining results, winning at all cost. It tells you I would rip the throat out of the competition to get ahead. It proves to you I have what it takes. I didn't get the job. Okay, I didn't get the job. They kind of felt that I was they kind of felt it wasn't the right fit. But I tell you what, he'd been put in his place. And bosses shouldn't be employees. They should be employers. Okay, remember that. Bosses should be employers, not employees. So, I got to tell you the truth there. Will a Patek make you succeed? Will it make you successful? No. No product can make you successful. However, all things being said and done, two people, equal ability, equal dedication, the guy with the Patek will win. It will give him a 10% advantage. 10% advantage. Yes, this is right. This has never been documented before. You need to do the Dan Lok course, Super Platinum Closer, to get this information. I'm giving it to you for free. The Patek will give you a 10% advantage. What about Rolex? Well, Rolex is a very good brand. It'll give you an advantage to a certain level. But when you kick in the high levels, it's Patek or nothing. Patek or nothing, okay? Another job interview I went to, the guy was wearing a Vacheron. I said, "Hey, is that a Vacheron Constantine?" I was offered the job. And that was Robin Sofa. Robin was a nice guy at KBA. He offered me a job on huge money in Papua New Guinea. I just didn't want to get a fucking spear through my heart. But yeah, that was a cool thing. He had a Vacheron Constantine. Cool guy. So guys, this is the thing. This is it. Patek Philippe will give you a 10% advantage in your career. Okay, scrubbing industrial bins, it makes no difference. But if you're in a mid-tier law firm, two people, exactly the same, the Patek will give you a 10% advantage. And in this competitive world, any advantage is worth its weight in Patek Philippe gold. I'm Paul Pluta. Tell me what you think. Like, subscribe, tell your fuckwit friends. Put some nasty comments below. And tell me what you fuckaroonies think of that. David S.W. David S.W. David S.W. Who does ArchieLuxury recommend is the greatest grey market dealer in America? There's only one choice. David S.W. That's right, guys. I've got to tell you the honest truth. I have for a long time been looking for the perfect answer. Who do I recommend people go to see? Who do I recommend that people can go and buy watches? And I've got to be honest with you. The greatest pre-owned dealer for Rolex, Patek Philippe, Audemars Piguet is David S.W. David S.W. David S.W. DavidSW.com. That's right, guys. I have been looking for a contact who I can very nicely refer people to. I am not in the selling business. Customer service, I'm too old to sell watches. I'm too old. I like to recommend my viewers to a reliable source. In Australia, I've got some great sources. There's Sydney Watch Exchange with Cove, Ronnie at Vintage Watch Co, Shani at European Watch Gallery. And in America, who is the best source for pre-owned Rolex? For all the hot models, there's only one person I would recommend, David S.W. David S.W. David S.W. That is the premier source for pre-owned Rolex. I gotta be completely frank and honest with you. Guys, if you are looking for a hot Rolex model, there is only one place you can go to. David S.W. David S.W. David S.W. Let's be honest, guys. There's no point schmoozing the dealers, the ADs. They're just a waste of time. Unless you're going to buy 20 pieces, you are wasting your time. What you're better off to do is pay the market premium and go to a good pre-owned dealer. Who do I recommend? David S.W. David S.W. David S.W. That's correct, guys. I want to tell you this now. I 100% stand behind David S.W. David S.W., the greatest pre-owned dealer in the entire United States of America. That's right. The greatest pre-owned dealer for Rolex, for Patek Philippe, for Audemars Piguet, David S.W. He even does things like FP Journe. David S.W. David S.W. David S.W. That's right. If you want to buy a pre-owned Rolex, a Patek Philippe, Audemars Piguet, there's only one good source I would recommend. David S.W. David S.W. David S.W. I'm Paul Pluta, the method actor who plays Archibald Chesterfield III, and I'm proud to recommend David S.W. See you later. Thank you for watching this channel.